I don't know yet. I'm going to wait for this thing to go live because I'm going to be honest, last time it did not go live. I just finished the whole entire live stream and it said that it didn't go live. So we're going to run this whole thing back and it's going to go on right now. I apologize for everyone who was here at 9 a.m. I did it at 9 a.m. I recorded a 30-minute live stream, but apparently it didn't go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are running it back here. Part 2, men's NCAA championships. Don't worry, we're going to recap the women's NCAA championships. I'm so excited, though, to get started here talking about what's going to happen this week. This is going to be a very special week. There's going to be NCAA records broken for sure. I guarantee that. But we're just going to see what happens here this week at NCAAs. My stream now says it's going. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this week's meet. I got a page all set up. And again, like I mentioned, I just spent 30 minutes talking about all of this just for none of it to record. So you guys are only going to be getting the best of the best takes now. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right on into it. The NCAA championships. They are the pinnacle of college swimming. You got your March Madness, you got your college football playoff. For us swimming fans, it's the 2024 swimming championships. It's without a doubt going to be faster than anything we've ever seen, and there's a lot of storylines to follow. But first, the women's meet. If you did not follow along with this meet, you're not a swimming fan. I don't know what to tell you, because this meet was insanely fast. Now, obviously, I wasn't on the women's swim team. I don't know these girls as well as I do know the men, but what I will say is I have so much respect for the amount of the fast swims that they had, because these girls, they're faster than me now. They're faster than me in the 100 freestyle. They're faster than me in any of the IM events. Apparently the butterfly events too. Gretchen and Alex Walsh, let's break it down. They had a 6-peat. They each won their own 3 individual national championships. Gretchen Walsh, 50 freestyle, 20.3, absolutely insane. Comment down below if she's beating you guys. I know you guys are out there in the chat. I know you guys cannot go faster than 20.3. She's a beast. I wanted to see another really fast relay split out of her. I know she's going to go 19 yet next year. I'm so excited to see it. Obviously, Alex Walsh, she won the 2IM by 2.5 seconds. Absolutely insane. Then back over to Gretchen, where she just tore up the pool, 47.4 on the 100 fly. That's almost as fast as my 100 backstroke. Her underwaters are something I've never seen and anything like them before. Very impressive. Big shout out to Gretchen and Alex. Again, 400 IM. Gretchen, she won that thing by 3 seconds. Or Alex, my apologies. Gretchen won the 100 freestyle, under 45 in the 100 women's 100 freestyle. She won that thing by 1.4 seconds. That is unheard of in 100 at NCAAs. She is leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else in the field. Alex Walsh, 200 breaststroke. She won that thing by 2 seconds, guys. That's absolutely insane. That's so insane. And again, another heavy storyline here. Emma Sticklin. I am a close friend with her. I met her at 2021 Olympic trials. She is one of the most funny and energetic people that I know. She is so kind, and it was awesome to see her get that win in the 200 butterfly for Texas. Huge shout out to the Texas team there. You guys had a hard-fought meet, but you're going up against the 4-peat, Virginia. I mean, gosh, last time someone was a 4-peat was a 2015 to 2018 Texas men. So you guys are witnessing history here right now. Is Virginia the next dynasty? Are they the next Stanford and Cal? Are they the next Texas? I think you're seeing the early signs of that for sure. Virginia's building something else special out there. And another thing I want to point out, obviously, I'm in the Bayer hat today, is Cal's 18-month turnaround. Obviously, we had some things going on with the Cal women's program, but Dave Durden stepped up in the past 18 months, and he took on the responsibility of the women team. And he took them on head on. All of the baggage that came with that. Dave Durden has been absolutely instrumental in turning this team around and getting them on, path to championship success. They won the Pac-12 championships, mind you, against a Stanford team who is loaded. Cal women's swimming is back on the rise, and I'm so excited to follow them in the coming 2 years. I know that they're building towards something special. They got a lot of big recruits, so again, watch out for that. That's all on the ladies' front. We're going to get over down to the disclaimer here. Again, disclaimer. If you guys came to this meet to this live stream, hoping that it was just going to be all about, hot takes and everything, I'm in a bear suit. I'm going to cover a lot of the Cal Bears in this meet. I know them personally. I know their strengths. I know their weaknesses. And we're also going to cover how to read the psych sheet, because some teams, Cal, they have a lot lower seeds than teams like ASU or any of the SEC teams. You know why? Because all those teams were rested and shaved for their conference meets. Liam Bell was out there at Pac-12s with a goatee. He won that thing. Cal sent all their best swimmers out to Illinois to compete in a completely separate meet. There's some parts of the psych sheet that you're not going to see, physically right in front of your eyes. You're not going to see Cal in a number 1 or 2 seed. Why is that, you might ask? Because of what happened this season in swimming. Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But I would have loved to see the whole entire Cal Bears swim team up there in Seattle at Pac-12s. I'm just going to say it. Now, do I think they did the right thing? Yes, those guys are all 5 guys that are vying for an Olympic team spot. So nothing away from them. But what I will say is these guys are rested for this NCAA championship meet. They're ready. They're ready to go. They're going to fire. And I am so excited to watch them. Some storylines to follow here at the NCAA swimming meet. Obviously, it's going to be who wins the meet. You know where the meets are won? The meets are won in the morning. The morning of the championships. I say that in prelims. You can't go from 9th to an A final. Get in that A final. You can't go from 17th into a B final unless you're scratched in. Do not get 17th. Do not get 18th. There are rarely any scratches at the NCAA championship. You need to get into those finals. If you're a 21st seed, 25th seed, get into the B final. If you're a 10th seed, get into the A final. That's where the meets are won. Obviously, Leon Marchand, top of the storyline. Can he go 3 for 3 in championships and NCAA records? I think you guys are putting a little too much pressure on him. I think a lot of what you're going to see here is just continued dominance out of Leon Marchand at NCAA championships here in Indy. And then obviously you're going to look out for the team race. Cal, ASU, NC State, Florida. Can Florida and NC State sneak into that second spot? Who's going to be the first spot? Cal, ASU? I don't know. We're going to break it all down. And again, where's Texas? Where are the Texas men? I hope they've been hibernating all year because those guys are fun to watch at the end of the year. I have a lot of respect for Texas. Always was heavy competition at the Minnesota Invite and NCAA championships my entire 4 years at Cal. So a lot of respect for those guys. I'm flying to Indy here in 3 days. I'm going to be at the meet. If you guys are coming to Indy to watch the NCAA championships, come say hi. I would love to see you guys. Going to be doing a vlog. So if you guys want to be in the vlog, make sure to come, say what up. Without further ado, let's get into the meet, though. Let's get into the meet, the bread and butter of why you guys all came. Starting off with day 0, we got the relays day. I'm not going to be there for that, but it's going to be a fun one. Yeah, I'm on the red-eye flight there. Ooh. Arizona State obviously looks like the clear favorite, but you got 3 606s here in the field, Florida and Georgia. I see it really coming down to these 3 teams. Obviously, all 3 of those teams are, again, shaved and rested teams. So you look down here, Cal in the 7th spot. I definitely see them sneaking up on a Louisville. I definitely see them sneaking up on an NC State. I also would look out for Indiana. They're always a team that does really well in the mid-distance relays. So look out for that. Some notes that I got. Where's Texas going to fall? Texas is really good in the 200 freestyle. I see them moving up for sure. Definitely see them moving up for sure. Moving over to the 200 medley. Again, I'm kind of speeding through this because I know all the talking points because I recorded a whole 30-minute live stream just to find out that it didn't go live. So you guys are only getting the best of the best here. 200 medley relay. The storyline to follow here is going to be who can break 20 in the 50 backstroke. There are about 4 guys that I think can do it, and they come from Cal, Florida, NC State, and ASU. I would love to see Bjorn Seeliger, the current NCAA record holder in the 50 backstroke. Is that a thing? I don't know. He was 20.2 last year. We've seen a lot of 20.3s this year. I think we saw like a 20.1 as well, I want to say, out of someone totally random, but comment down below in the chat if you guys who was the like 20.1 50 backstroke split this year. But obviously ASU looks so dominant, over a second ahead of the rest of the field in this race. Obviously Florida and Cal last year were heavy favorites in this event. I think the top 5 teams are going to be the teams that are vying for this. It's just a matter of where these top 5 shake out. NC State, Tennessee, very strong in the sprints. So where does this shake out? I'm bummed I'm not going to be there for that one, but I will be there for day 1, right at the start of the meet. 500 freestyle, we got the boy, Leon Marchand. There were people saying after he chose to swim the 500 freestyle, there were people saying, oh, Leon Marchand's going to break 4 minutes in the 500 freestyle. Look, I have a lot of love and respect for what Leon Marchand has done for the sport of swimming, but he's a 4:06 right now. Give the guy some time. He's just a junior. He has plenty of time to go ahead next year, train for the 500 freestyle a little bit more maybe. I do see Leon Marchand going 4:04 and doing something that no one has ever done in the 500 freestyle. Obviously, he already swam so fast. I know you're going to say, he's already done things that people have never done in the 500 freestyle. I know that. But yeah, I think, I don't know if 4 is, I think that's a little bit too ambitious. The storylines to look here, Florida's distance swimmers. Jake Mitchell, I did a video with him earlier this year. He's a beast. Love the kid. He is such a nice kid. I think he's going to be a factor to watch here. Gabe Jett, can he move up? Can he get into the top 3 here? You're also going to be looking down the sheet. Can the Cal's freshmen, can they break into the B final? That's going to be an important one to watch. Again, a lot of Florida down here as well. And again, Arizona State in the 1 and 2 spot. Definitely interesting to watch there. Moving over to the 200 IM though. Comment in the chat down below here, guys. What are your favorite races that you guys are excited to watch here at NCAAs? I know you really got a couple guys in the chat here right now, but I apologize. It's because I'm 30 minutes late again. But 200 IM. A couple things to point out here. Obviously, Destin Lasco and Hubert Coase are going to be my 2 favorites in this race. I don't know Owen McDonald swimming well enough to commentate on it, but the guy's a 139, so he's going to be moving as well. ASU, again, top 2 seeds in this. Who entered Owen McDonald, though? Why is he the only person in this entire thing that's got a lowercase name? Which coach was like, yeah, I forgot the caps button on this? It always drives me crazy when I'm looking at the psych sheets, so just a little thing to look out for. I think this field's honestly wide open without Leon Marchand, though. I think Destin Lasco has the capability to go 138. I'm going to say it. And I'm not just, obviously you came to the wrong stream if you wanted me to say ASU is going to go 1-2 here. You came to the wrong stream. I'm wearing a Bear hat. I'm always going to back the Bears in this. I think this is going to be an important one for the Bears. See how that shakes out. Heading into everyone's favorite event, the Splash and Dash 50 freestyle. Obviously, you have the regular suspects up at the top of the list. You got Jordan Crooks, Josh Liendo, Chris Giano. Where is Jack Alexi and Bjorn Seeliger? Oh, they're down here. See, this is the part of the meet that people aren't going to see from the psych sheets. Bjorn Seeliger is not an 18.8 50 freestyler. That dude's an 18.2 50 freestyler, and he has shown that in the past. So where does he shake out? Adam Chaney, he's a lot faster than an 18.9. I know he is. Where does Jack Alexi go? Jack Alexi, second in the world last year in the 50 freestyle. He's got something to show still. Again, him nor Bjorn have swam a tapered 50 freestyle this year. It's going to be fun to watch those guys. There's definitely going to have a lot of movement there, but that field is very stacked. I still got Crooks winning that thing. I still got Crooks winning it all. 200 freestyle relay. This one is going to be so fun to watch. Again, I think the teams to watch here are the ones that are right up at the top. Florida, NC State, Arizona State, Tennessee. And again, I think Cal is going to come slip up in there. You got Wisconsin there. That'd be really awesome to see them get some top 8 points there. You got 2 former Cal coaches there, and Yuri Sugiyama and Matt Martinez coaching the Badgers. Those guys are awesome guys. And I think, Wisconsin definitely is going to have some legs to move up here. This is going to be a fun one to watch. And again, where does Cal fall in all of this? Again, you got Stanford down there. I think they're very fun to watch as well. They got really good guys. You got Andrei Minikov on that relay. So again, anything is possible in this relay. My favorite, though, is definitely going to be a Florida or an NC State in this relay. Those guys just look too unstoppable right now. Again, moving on to day 2 now. I say day 2. I know this is the 3rd day, but day 0 with the relays, I don't think that counts. So we're calling this day 2. Again, obviously, Leon Marchand, he is leaps and bounds ahead of the field in the 400 IM. We all know that. Again, Arizona State, the 1 and 2 seed. It's a matter of winning these meets in the morning. They cannot have David Schlick slip down in. There you go. See, slip. That was tough there. You cannot have him slip down. A guy like Baylor Nelson is going to take advantage of that. You got a lot of really good big names here. Jake McGahee. I know Cal does have our guy down there, Tyler Kopp, down there in 21st. Tyler is an experienced NCAA swimmer. He has come to this meet year in and year out. He knows what it takes. He's going to do everything that it takes to move up into that B final. I got nothing but the utmost confidence for Tyler Kopp there. Moving on from the 400 IM to the 100 butterfly, this is one that I'm excited to watch because obviously you got your guy, Josh Liendo. The storyline is, can he break Caleb Dressel's record? Will he take down, another Florida guy breaking the 100 butterfly record? You got Yusuf Ramadan, who had my favorite interview in the sport of swimming in so long. The amount of emotion he showed last year when he won this race was so cool to see. And Andrei Minikov, again, I feel like he's on like a vengeance tour. We haven't really heard much about him in the past 18 months. He was really good at the 2022 NCAA championships. I think 2024 is his year again. Tomer Frankel, I hosted him on a recruiting trip at Cal. Really good guy. He's fast, someone to watch out for. Again, though, you look down here, you look and you're like, who's this guy? Who's in the 15th spot? Oh, that's Daria Rose. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention he's on Team USA in the 100 butterflyer. Oh, yeah. He's a 50-point long course 100 butterflyer. If Daria Rose can put together a 100 fly, short course yards, and I say put together in the sense that he's not already under a 45 second. I mean, if he is able to put together what I know he's capable of putting together, because he's a hell of a swimmer. I love that kid so much. Another thing to look out, the reason I did the full big screenshot here, look at the 34th seed. A guy like Kaper Satowski in 34th, that's just not going to happen. That guy's an NCAA finalist in the 100 butterfly. In fact, I think he's won this event before. Where does he shake out in all of this? That's going to be something to watch. 200 freestyle, I hate to say it, I'm not seeing like a ton of heavy hitters here. We're not going to have another Leon Marchand 128. You're not going to have the Dean Ferris versus Andrew Seliskar heavyweight battle duking it out. And that's no slight to McGuire McDuff or Charlie Hawk. Those guys have been really, really fast this year, and they've been really fun to watch. Obviously, Chris Giano, that guy is on the rise. I don't have the pleasure of watching enough of his swimming, but that guy, I'm really hoping he can be a big impact on Team USA this summer. And I think NCAAs is a starting point for him. It's a jumping off pad. He's a junior. But you got guys like, Chris and Jordan. Those are both 150 freestylers. A Gabe Jett, where does he fall? Where does Patrick Salmon and ASU? This is where the team battle starts to come in. You got Robin Hansen. Make sure he, gets in that A final or at least holds the B final. You cruise down here a little bit. You got two guys down here for Cal. Big shout out to Trent Franzen. This guy has worked so hard over the course of his college career. I know he was riding high in high school. He was the Mr. Iowa, and things started to fall apart from him. But he's really, really grabbed a hold of the 200 freestyle this year and taken off with it. I'm so glad to see him making NCAAs. I think of a guy like him or Jack Alexi. Yeah, John Alexi's hiding down there in 27th place. If they can do something big and sneak into a B final, that is huge for Cal as far as points go. And that doesn't even cover, obviously I'm a fan of Gabe Jett as well. So he's going to kick some butt. I know Gabe will. 100 breaststroke. I feel like every year I look at this event, Noah Nichols is right up top. Obviously I'm pulling for my guy, Liam Bell. It's been so fun to watch him just become a part of the Bear team. He transferred when I was a senior in college. He came over from Alabama and he was just immediately make a huge impact on our team. Again, a guy like the Florida breaststroker, I know he's fast. The Florida State breaststroker, I've watched both of these guys. They're both very fast. So where they really shake out is going to be very indicative of how this entire event goes. I don't see a ton of Arizona State. You got Arizona State down there. Obviously, Leon Marchand's going to be doing the breaststroke leg. You got some other Cal guys down here, Jacob Soderlin, Matthew Jensen. If those guys are able to, again, have the morning swims that I know they're capable of, you're going to see some Cal guys in the B final. Obviously, Noah Nichols has the experience, but I'm going with my guy, Liam Bell. Cal. This is going to be Cal's stellar event. They're going to win this one. I think it's going to take a 50 low. That's pretty crazy to say. Liam Bell had a full goatee, though, at Pac-12s. He was not shaven for that, so that's something to watch as well. This is a 50.8 Liam Bell unshaved. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy to be coming out of my mouth. And then, obviously, finishing the night with my event, the 100 backstroke. Again, I say all of these like little hot takes or criticisms that I have throughout this, I was never able to make that meet. Now, I did get 2 NCAA championship rings. from being a leader and a member of the Cal men's swim team, but I was never making this event. These guys are 3 and 4 seconds faster than what I ever went. So when I say I want Destin Lasko to go a 43 here, that's absolutely insane. But I know he's capable of it. And this is just going to be such a fun one to watch. I think the cutoff here for the A final is a 44.6. That's what I think the cutoff is going to be. But, you might be looking at it and say, Kyle, 8th is already 44.7 right now. This is where I think towards the back half of the meet, people get tired. Those morning swims really count. If you're not on it, you're going to be out. Key thing to point out here, Bjorn Seeliger is down here in 15th place right now. He's going to be coming up there. He's going to be coming up. Another thing to point out, you got Adam Chaney. That guy's a beast. He's making the A final for sure. So a couple things there. Obviously, Cal historically really good at the 100 backstroke, backstroke U as they call it. So it'll be interesting and important for Destin to continue to back that up. But again, no pressure to Destin. He knows what he's doing. He's been there on the world and the national stage before. 400 medley relay to finish off the night. My favorite relay of all time. Arizona State threw down a big one at Pac-12 championships. But again, I expect Cal to move up past Virginia Tech, past NC State, past Indiana here. And I think they're going to be vying for a top 3 position here with Indiana, Florida, and Arizona State. Again, their best time came from midseason. Not even a dual meet where, they shaved and, all that. Cal's got some stuff left in the tank. Honestly, though, I know it probably looks crazy to say on paper, but I got Florida winning this relay. I got Florida beating Arizona State in this one. Again, give me all the hate in the world that you want in the comments. I got Florida winning this one. Sorry. Marcos, love to see you in the chat. Always. Go Bears, brother. Thanks for joining. We got the mile here. Zalin Snarsky. He was on his own page for the heat sheet. So I just want to make note that ASU is top seed in this event. And I also want to make note that I know nothing about this event. I don't know anything about the mile. I don't know the strategy. I don't know any of it. I swam a mile for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I went 17 minutes, short course meters. But I don't know anything about the mile. I'm not good at the mile, so I'm not going to pretend to know the mile or to pretend that I do. So I'm just going to point out some good things here. Ross Dant, as I mentioned earlier, from the 500 freestyle. This is why I think he has a chance to move up, because he's a top 6 miler. Couple other points here. You see a lot of Florida, a lot of NC State. This is going to be a big points event for both of those teams. Moving on to the 200 backstroke, where the NCAA record just recently fell by Hubert Kos. That's something to watch. Again, why is Owen McDonald lowercase? I don't know. But I think that Destin Lasko, who has been 135 before in the past, I know he's capable of going 135 again. That Ryan Murphy record, that is a high target, but I know he's more than capable of that. So that's going to be interesting to see how that falls out. Again, we got Keaton Jones here in 10th for Cal. If he's able to sneak into that A final, top off some of these Auburn guys who are sitting right there ahead of him, the Stofley brothers. My goodness. What an awesome contingent to have you and your brother both being backstroke legends. Should be interesting. And again, you got Cal down here with Seb Somerset. If he's able to sneak into a B final, that would be huge for the Golden Bears. Much love, Seb. Seb is a close friend of mine. And then I also have the B final, or the rest of the psych sheet screenshotted. Again, a guy like Colby Mefford, who's been in the B final before. He's more than capable of doing that. I know he's capable of doing it. And shout out to Hubert Kos, though, for breaking that NCAA record. That is insane. Ryan Murphy's a beast. Moving on to the 100 freestyle, though. 2 important things to look at here. Obviously, you got your top 3 guys, top 4 guys. Those guys are beasts. They're going to be in the A final. We already know that. 2 things to look out for are 7th and 8th here for the Golden Bears. Can they move up? Can they knock off, ensure that a guy like Johnny Kulo from Arizona State, can they ensure that he doesn't make that A final? And I don't say that as like a knock to Johnny. I say that as like someone who's cheering for the Golden Bears who, that's going to be, the ensuring that they are moving up in those spots. Scrolling all the way down here. I know Cal has someone else in here. There we go. Matthew Jensen, Matty J. This guy has been an absolute pleasure to watch over the past couple of years. If you guys go on SwimCloud and look at this guy's trajectory, it's just like an absolute straight line. This guy's been improving hand over fist. Obviously, his brother's Michael Jensen, the great freestyler as well for Cal. You guys got to watch out for him. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And again, this is my second time doing this whole entire live stream. I did it at 9 a.m. just to find out that it wasn't streaming. Drop a chat, drop a like here. This is good stuff, guys. I am so excited to get out to Indianapolis this week and actually watch this thing actually go down. Again, also, I think my winner for the 100 freestyle is going to be Chris Giano, though. We're going to go back to that for a second. He's been first like all year, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did that 40.6 this fall. And he's a junior. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the live stream, I am so excited to watch this guy compete at Olympic trials and have that chance of making the U.S. Olympic team. He could be a part of that contingent that takes USA swimming, to the next level, to add on to that 400 freestyle relay. Obviously, Josh Liendo and Crooks, they're both not United States swimmers, so definitely something to be looking out for as far as Olympic swimming goes this summer. 200 breaststroke, though, again, it's just going to be a game of Leon Marchand versus the field. Can he lower that record? Obviously, you got Matthew Fallon in there, who's an amazing swimmer from an Ivy League school like Penn. That's super cool to be watching. That's a storyline to follow. Again, I'm not really good at breaststroke. I'm actually terrible at breaststroke. I broke 30 short course yards for the first time in my life the other week. That's so embarrassing to say. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know breaststroke well enough. What I will say is Cal's missing, the Reese Whitleys that they've had in the previous years, the Hugo Gonzalez's in this event that really brought them into that A final. Arizona State's definitely going to score some big points here. Cal has two guys in this. I'm going to pull them up here. Got the bottom half. Cal has two guys with Jacob Soderlund and Liam Bell in this race. Arizona State has three guys, though. So that's really the storyline. Can Cal move up, and where does ASU fall in the rest of the stack rank? Moving to the 200 butterfly now. Obviously, Ilya Karan. Sorry, I'm so sorry I butchered your name. There's so many hard names in this NCAA psych field. Like, just look at the first three guys. I'm sorry. He's been a beast all year long. He's a freshman. I'm so excited to watch what he does with the rest of his career. But obviously, I want my guy, Darai Rose, in the 5th seed. I know he's capable of long course, and I want to see him moving up short course. I know he's capable of it. You got Gabe Jett sitting down here quiet in 18th place. This guy is an NCAA finalist material for sure. Where does Gabe Jett fall in this rank? Again, Tomer Frankel, Brendan Burns, those guys did really well last year. I want to say Brendan Burns has won this event before. So you know what they're capable of. You know that they're, they got something up their pocket. So definitely something to watch. I personally like Andrei Minikov in this race. I saw what he did at the Stanford dual meet. This guy's going sub 140s in dual meets, sub 139 actually in dual meets. That's insane to watch. You got to be kidding yourself if you don't think that he's going to be a huge factor in that race. And then I also wanted to circle this, Colby Mefford, again, an absolute beast. I know what Colby's capable of. I know that he's capable of moving up into those B finals. So while you're looking at it and you'd be like, oh, he was just invited to the meet, Colby Mefford is a force to be reckoned with in the 200 fly, come shaved and tapered. Watch out for him. And the 400 freestyle relay, this is going to cap off, the meet. Is the team title even going to be in contention at this point? Because if it is, the race really does come down to Cal, Arizona State, and Florida. Cal's sitting here in 7th seed with their best time from a dual meet. A dual meet. Not from an invitational, not from their conference championships, a dual meet. They have a long way to go. They're sitting 7th in the country from a dual meet, I might add. So while all these other guys were doing them at their championship meets, Cal's got a long way to go up. Here's the contingent, in my opinion. Here's what you do if you're Cal. You lead off with Jack Alexi. Go get some clean water. You throw a Destin Lasco in after him. You know he's capable of going 41 low or 40 high. You put in a Matthew Jensen. He knows what it takes to be on that relay. He has kicked butt all year, and he's going to go in for the Golden Bears and kick some more. But you could also throw a Gabe Jett on there, depending how he's doing at this meet. He's something to watch. And then, obviously, you're going to bring it home with Bjorn Seeliger. I think that a guy like Bjorn Seeliger, in the right state, is the kind of guy that goes 49 or 39 at this meet. Now, I don't see anyone breaking Dressel's record in the individual 100, but again, I think if you're looking at this field, it's going to be between Arizona State, Tennessee, Florida, and Cal. NC State, too, I'll throw them in there. I don't see a Virginia Tech or a Notre Dame really holding on, but I look forward to being stood corrected, right? Cal last year, they absolutely killed this one. They were 44 last year, so I'm excited to see what they can do. That ends it for the actual meat portion of the video. And I want to get back to talking a little bit more about just like some closing thoughts here. Like, what do you guys think, I guess? Like, what are your dark horses for this race? I got a lot of people here, picking Matty J, Matt Fallon. A lot of guys. I think these are a lot of really good dark horses here in the chat. I got some closing thoughts, though. I'm headed out to NCAAs this week. 2 years ago, last time when I did that, I filmed every event and I put it on YouTube. Do you guys want to see that? If so, it's going to be from the crowd. It's not going to be ESPN's perspective or anything like that. Would you guys want to see that? It'll be coming out right after the event happens. It'll be from the crowd. You'll get the reaction from the stands, all the emotions that are coming. If you guys want to see it, I'll put it on the YouTube channel. Drop a comment down below. Like the video if you do. If not, I don't need to do that. I have an insanely awesome vlog coming out the week after. I'm going to be vlogging everything from NCAA championships. And in that NCAA vlog, I got a special appearance from Kyle Sockwell. So the Kyle collaboration, it's finally going to happen. It's going to be in the vlog following NCAAs. So make sure to check out for that one. As far as the team race goes, I'm not going to comment on that. I want you guys to comment on that down below. Obviously, you have the three biggest players in my mind, Cal, ASU, and Florida. You'll throw in an NC State in there. Where do those 3-4 teams, where do they stack up? Does a team like Texas, are they making the top 5? Are they jumping in there? I don't know. I apologize again for this live stream not going completely well. I am so sorry. I wish that I started this at 9 a.m. because I filmed a whole live stream just for it to go completely to shambles. But I appreciate you guys being here at 9:30, and I appreciate you guys making this possible. Go Bears. Make sure to like this video. I'll see you guys next time on the channel.